More than 20,000 teachers show up the Red for Ed rally.
RHS boys basketball get this first taste of action.
And we talk Thanksgiving.
We are RHS.
And we are
on the air.
I'm Madison Sweet.
And I'm Savannah Adams.
We told you last week about why teachers were rallying at the State House on Tuesday. With more than half of the public schools across the state closed, more than 20,000 educators and others showed up to promote better funding for public education.
The Red for Ed rally at the Indiana State House yesterday was something like I've never been a part of. The estimates range from 15,000 to over 20,000 teachers who showed up to protest the treatment of education by the Indiana legislature. A couple of the things that we were really upset about is, number one, public schools received just over a 2% increase in funding, yet charter schools received over 10% increase in funding. If schools are going to be held to the same standards, they should receive the same money. However, charter schools are not held to the same standards. So we want equality for all of the schools.
Next week is a short week as we take time off to celebrate Thanksgiving. We'll be in class only on Monday and Tuesday, and before we go on break, we want to know what you're thankful for.
What I'm grateful for is obviously my friends and my family and my community, but I also feel pretty grateful that I can have an impact and make art and help people and teach people and get to see the effects of my work right in front of me. So.
Hello, this is Josh. I'm the Automotive Tech. I'm thankful for turbochargers, titanium parts, superchargers, nitrous oxide, cool rims, and incredibly fast vehicles. I just want to simply say I'm thankful to come to work every day. I drive an hour to get here. I'm thankful to come in here and literally watch students grow, learn, and do. They build and create every day. These fantastic individuals lift me up whenever I'm having a bad day. And quite frankly, I know not everybody has a perfect home life. I didn't, and I know some of you don't. But just understand that in this world, if you push, if you challenge yourself, if you give it all you got, you'll be able to do all that you want to do. You'll be able to have the things you want to have. But then you'll realize as life goes on, you can't take a U-Haul to heaven. And most importantly, I just want to tell you all, I wish you all the most incredible Thanksgiving. Take in the little things. If you got more than a bologna sandwich on Thanksgiving today, well, you know you're doing all right. If that's all you got, be thankful you got it. And most importantly, again, think about how special you are, how incredible you are, and keep being awesome every day. Take care.
I'm thankful for my family, friends, and my teachers.
I'm thankful for teachers who are receptive and willing to help me do stuff that I want to do.
Now it's time to take a look around RHS, including some Thanksgiving preparations by the Life Skills Club.
In our weekly sports update, we start off with a look ahead to see what's going on this weekend.
First up, the RHS wrestling team opens their season at the Arsenal Techs Invitational. The team has several wrestlers who could go far this year, and we will have more on that later in a later show.
Also, the boys varsity basketball team gets a taste of live action tomorrow night when they scrimmage Franklin Central on the road starting at 1 p.m.
The girls basketball team looks to pick up an NCC win as they host Logansport. Make sure to get out and help them get their first conference win of the season. The game starts at 7:30.
And to wrap up sports, we want to congratulate the last team to earn postseason all-conference honors. The all-conference teams for football were recently announced, and RHS had 8 players receive honors. 5 players earned first team, and 3 more earned second team honors. Here's a look at all 8 in action this season.
Congratulate those students whose name were drawn to win a prize for no tardies all last week. They are Dewani Bakhta, Joey Trementi, Oscar Hernandez, Tyler Jones, Madeline Keir, Emma Kimmel, Jackson Miracle, Blaine Pierce, Brendan Urick, and Cade Wilson. Great job, and don't forget to see Miss Parks and Mr. Amix's office to pick up your prize.
That's our show. As we leave today, we leave you with some interesting Thanksgiving stories.
For On the Air, I'm Madison Sweet.
And I'm Savannah Adams.
Have a great weekend.
Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Caldglum, and I'm to talk to you about my favorite Thanksgiving memory. Okay, so I had, my dad makes some great yams, alright? Like he throws coconut and stuff on it, and it's just like a dessert that is like good for you too at the same time. And tell you what, man, there was this one time I went to go get me some, and then my cousin took a fork and like unguarded me, and it was just some crazy stuff. So like we fought for it, and like my dad was playing a joke, and he started to pull the tray away while we was fighting, and we all ended up like wrestling each other over some yams. Like I mean, it was more than a plateful too. Like there was plenty there for everybody to have, like a couple plates, but we all ended up like wrestling, trying to go at each other like Thanksgiving. You don't mess with my food. And I was like, mess with your food, but like it happened anyways.
Okay, so my favorite Thanksgiving memory, it's more like a tradition that we do. Every year, my entire family would grab like Uno, Monopoly, and we'd go at it for like 3 hours. So it usually ends in like arguments and fights, but it's always fun.
My favorite Thanksgiving memory is when I was little and I had my mom's flip phone, and I thought it would be fun to call the police and then hang up really fast. So the police came to my Thanksgiving at my grandparents' house and pretty much ruined the night. But
my favorite Thanksgiving memory is we go about to Grandma's house around noon, and right before we eat, we go out for a good old game of toss. We come back in, we eat, and after that we go out for a good old hunt.
So my favorite Thanksgiving memory is, it was a couple years ago, my brother was throwing rolls at my mom, and it was funny.
My name is Zayn Jet. My favorite Thanksgiving memory is throwing turkey and stuffing at my dad's cart, and I got grounded.
So my favorite Thanksgiving memory would be the jokes within my family and cooking, taste testing the food, and yeah.
My favorite Thanksgiving memory would have to be in 2017 whenever I went to my uncle's and we had dinner. And then I went out on his back patio and chilled with this cat, and we sat there for like 2 hours and just watched the sunset.
My favorite Thanksgiving memory would have to be, we do a drawing every year, and we get to pick who we're getting Christmas presents for. And my family like always fight and argue about it, and it's pretty funny. We do that every year.
My favorite Thanksgiving memory is when I was sitting at the dinner table, we were going around saying what we were thankful of, and I said roast beef.